This is Mellissa Thomas of Florida National News as we're wrapping up here at the intersection of LB McLeod Road and John Young Parkway, where originally earlier the Orlando PD had this entire intersection blocked off, and we're directing people onto John Young Parkway in that direction away from the Orange County Jail, where there was apparently a hostage situation that was taking place. One of the correctional officers had been shot there. And so the police, both OPD and sheriff's deputies, had the area blocked off. They needed to contain the situation. One of our sources revealed to us that there was a scuffle within the jail. Somehow one of the inmates had gotten hold of a gun while in there, either off of an arresting officer or from somehow the gun being brought into the jail illegally, and which is how the correctional officer was shot. But as we can see now, the situation has been contained. The deputies and the OPD officers are now gone. So stay tuned right here at FloridaNationalNews.com as the story develops.
So a little after 5 p.m. tonight, Orange County deputies conducted a traffic stop at 8101 World Center Drive. At the conclusion of that traffic stop, they developed probable cause to arrest 2 individuals for felony cannabis charges. Both those individuals were transported here to the jail. Once inside the jail, one of the arrestees was able to produce a firearm and held several people hostages, including the deputy sheriff, a corrections officer, a male nurse, and the other arrestee in the initial point where arrestees are booked. 2 OPD officers and 3 Orange County Sheriff's deputies were able to confront the subject from outside, shoot at the subject. They injured him. Probably after an hour and a half worth of negotiations, the suspect did surrender the handgun, and he was taken into custody at that time. So the Florida Department of Law Enforcement will conduct the shooting investigation in regards to the 3 Orange County deputies who fired their weapons and the 2 OPD officers who fired their weapons. The Orange County Sheriff's Office will conduct the criminal investigation for the armed kidnapping and a slew of other charges as well. And the Orange County Sheriff's Office will conduct our own internal investigation as well.
Sheriff, speak to the response time given the multiple agencies that were involved with this incident.
So the response time was immediate. Numerous OPD officers, Orange County Sheriff's deputies, and corrections officers were there immediately to confront the subject and make sure that he didn't do any further harm. He was contained in that booking area, and that's why, and the corrections chief can speak to this, but the doors are locked, and he was contained in that area and not able to go either escape or go into the jail.
I've got 32 years of experience in corrections. And I will tell you, by far, today is the worst day of my career. It is a day that every jail administrator hopes and prays never comes. But what I will tell you is that though it's the saddest day of my career, it's also a day where I had the opportunity to watch my correction staff, the sheriff's office, and the Orlando Police Department work together. And the training that we've been through allowed this to be a successful outcome.
News coming to you very close by the Orange County Jail here in Orlando. We're bringing a wrap to the saga that we were talking about earlier about the shooting that took place at the Orange County Jail. Apparently began with a traffic stop at the attractions area. It was for marijuana possession, for cannabis possession. And the two gentlemen were brought to the jail to be booked. We still are not clear. This is an ongoing investigation, so we're still not clear about how one of the arrestees got a hold of the gun. However, to clarify the story earlier, as we heard from Orange County Sheriff John Mina, the corrections officer, no corrections officers or any of the employees at the jail were harmed. Only the shooter was shot, and it was during the hostage stand down between the sheriff deputies, the SWAT team, and of course the arrestee. The standoff took about an hour and a half in terms of the negotiation, but after he was shot and the negotiations took place, they were able to arrest him after he got rid of the gun. So stay tuned right here at FloridaNationalNews.com as we continue to bring you the details of this story as it continues to unfold.